Hey, it's Clayton Olson, and in this video, I'm going to talk about why it's important to stop trying to find your purpose and instead do this first. Now, this video has been inspired by a couple different clients that I've been working with recently whose purpose and finding their purpose, creating their purpose has been such a priority that it's caused a lot of suffering in their life. You might be in that situation. Maybe you've been in some type of work that you don't enjoy. Perhaps you feel like you've been floundering. Maybe you see people in your social circle or you see people that you admire who seem to have found their purpose and they're living these wonderful lives. And for you, if you could just find your purpose, then suddenly the clouds would part and the sun would shine upon your face and life would finally work in the way that you're wanting it to work. What's interesting about this is I often see what people are doing is people relate to finding their purpose almost the same way that they relate to finding their soulmate or finding the one. That when I find the one, when I find the purpose, life will be so much better than it currently is. And I think that is a fallacy, because what it does is when we are so focused on trying to find our purpose, we really miss out on learning to self-generate the type of emotional experience we want by ourselves in the face of maybe not having purpose or not being able to find our true calling. And I think that is so incredibly important, is for us to be able to build that foundation internally first in order for us to reveal and look out from a sober perspective, a clear perspective, what is the direction that we want to move in. Here's why. If we're outsourcing our well-being, if we're outsourcing our mental and emotional well-being to this idea of finding a purpose one day, finding our purpose, our calling, then we are using our purpose as like this escape hatch. We're using our purpose to save us. And your purpose is not going to come along and save you, because most likely if you're in a place where you are not appreciating and loving where you are at currently right now, it's going to cloud your vision. It's going to cloud your ability to actually see the things that your heart is magnetized to. It's going to stop you from approaching those things with a clear, sober perspective and being able to engage and experiment with creativity and playfulness, which I believe is foundational to beginning to find those things that you that are your heart's calling, that you could do even if you weren't getting paid. Rather than trying to find your purpose, one small maneuver you can make that I think will make a difference is, what if we actually turned your purpose into, how do you be the person that you want to be right now? So what are the qualities, what are the attributes, what are the values that you want to live by that you can start living by right now with a strong level of integrity that will allow you to feel good about yourself when you look in the mirror or when you reflect back on your day and say, yeah, you know, I live my life according to these values. I exercise this kind of discipline. I expressed these kind of characteristics to the friends and the family and the people in my life that I really appreciate, and the people that maybe I don't appreciate, and I showed up in the way that I wanted to show up. What if we make that your purpose, or what if you made that your purpose for the next, say, 30 to 60 days? What this does is it puts the locus of control back in your lap. It puts the agency back in your lap to actually begin to work on the things that you have control over, rather than feeling, once again, like you're waiting impatiently or you're tolerating being in this place of feeling lost and hoping that there's a sign from the outside that, you know, you're going to find your purpose, or that this thing is going to suddenly fall onto your lap and you'll finally be able to take a deep breath and be okay. What if you could be that now? So another way of getting at this state of being could say, well, when you find your purpose, what will having that do for you? How will you feel once you have found your purpose? How will you live your life? What will be the indicators, if I was watching you, that would let me know that you were living your life that way? And when you create who you are on the other side of that, then let's just skip the step of finding your purpose and start behaving that way now. Start showing up that way now, in the morning, afternoon, all the way to the evening, to when you put your head down on the pillow. What if that was the focus of becoming that person? That way, we're not using our purpose in order to experience the type of life that I want to experience now. And then what I think and what I've seen happen on the other side of this is that the thing that really calls to your heart will start to show itself, because there's going to be less noise, less rejection of where you're currently at, and you will be much more open and receptive to seeing the signs and the things that you're attracted to as they come along, because you will be in rapport with exactly where you're at. You will be okay with where you're at right now. So try that on as an idea. Type a comment in the comment box below if you've got any questions, or if you think that there's a different point of view you'd like to express. And if this is your first time on my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button, as well as the bell notification to get notified whenever I release any new videos on relationships and becoming your best self. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.